All right, welcome to week 4, Side Hustle School. Super excited for you guys. Got lots to do. So let's kick things off straight away. Who'd like to share a win of the week they got from their Isagenix business? A win of the week they can share with the room. Just unmute and share or in the chat.
You can purchase from both sides of the, I forgot what it's called, the FDR and the local thing, and it counts to your BV. That was awesome to discover.
Okay, cool. Yes, so you can do the not for resale. So you can order the NAD plus
Yeah.
and some other cool products. You can even order sleep spray, which is good for melatonin, natural sleep spray to sleep better. You can order that from your back office and it counts for your business volume too. Well done. Good win. Who's next? Got here in the chat. Lewis signed his first client. Yeah, come on, give it up. Let's go. So good. The first one is the deepest. Actually, it's not the first one, it's the deepest. It's the last one usually, but anyway. Well done, Lewis. Awesome. Lost my background when I went to join.
Okay, so what you do is you pick it up.
Yep. And then? Oh, that was a shame. Belinda, you're on a roll there. Okay, who's next? Win of the week. Got a 4-number weekly pay. Sick. In the thousands, Micah. Not bad for a week. Giddy up. 17 cycles, pretty good. Almost hit 2-star. Ow! So good.
Hey, Lloyd, I had a personal win.
Yes, Tamara. Whoop, we lost you.
Oh,
There we go.
Unmute. My cholesterol dropped from 6.1 to 4.7 since I started the program.
Wow, how good's that? Lowered your cholesterol.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
So what you're saying is a product to make you healthier.
Yes. My doctor
Okay.
asked me what the hell I was on.
What did you tell him? Her.
Hell no. He's got to send me an inbox first for that shit.
Okay, just say I'm in this amazing program. You would not believe me if I told you. No, what is it? I'll send you a link.
That's exactly what I said.
Great, excellent. So Tamara, question: are you going to stay on the products for the rest of your life?
If it's going to keep me healthy the way I am. He said all my blood tests were like a 30-year-old. He was gobsmacked.
Yes.
And I'm about to hit 50. So
Yeah. Okay.
He was absolutely astounded at how well my bloods were.
Yeah, well done. Do you know why I'm not so shocked? I know, like, I'm not jumping up and down my chair. Does anyone know why? Because that's the thousandth
You've
one.
heard this before.
Thousands of times. Yeah, thousands. It's so often, which is why I find it hilarious. Well, it's not really hilarious. It's kind of sad. With this program, like, why wouldn't you keep doing that? It's going to keep you like a 30-year-old. It's just weird. So well done to you on following the system and getting the results. It does take time, but when you're on a great system, it's saving you money, helping you healthy, you can earn some extra cash, good community. It's a good thing. So well done. Great share. Let's do one more. Someone who doesn't speak much.
That wouldn't be me.
You kind of speak a little bit. Go on, give us it.
Sometimes I dropped 1.5 kilos.
Great. Well done. Awesome.
On the program.
Fantastic.
Because you may recall I started a while ago. I got some really early success. Then I went on a 30-day reset. Because I floundered a bit, and 30-day recess bombshelled as well. So I'm quite happy to be back on the tracks.
Perfect. Simple. Just get back on. You're only one cleanse day away from a completely different life. A lot of you guys haven't done a cleanse day because you started on the smoothies. But in January, just so everyone knows, we're all doing a group challenge in January to kick it off, and you will get some cleanse for life. You will get some Onyx, and you'll get your smoothies, and you get to experience the whole gambit of the best weight loss system in the world. So you will experience that, but we didn't want to start that off at the beginning because you would have had to pay $600 and $700 to start. We wanted to get you into this program so you can start getting results and earning money and saving and so forth. So there you go. Awesome. Anyone else? One more. We're all good? Yes, we'll all do a group challenge in Jan. Cool. Keen for that. Yeah, just so you know, we're going to do one all together. And we're going to, hey, just so you know, we're going to drive it into a big health masterclass. We're going to do 6 of them in a row. Sound familiar? Who wants to participate in that? 6 health masterclasses live in a row. High energy, getting as many people onto the live as we can, where I can explain the products for you and we can do Q&A at the end. Would you like to do that? Awesome. We're going to do that. We're going to drive it into a huge 30-day challenge. Probably going to kick off mid-Jan. So we'll start marking that early Jan. And of course, anyone who's getting enrollments right now, by the way, in December, give yourselves another pat on the back because it is very challenging. It's not an easy thing to do in December, certainly before Christmas. So hands up if you've had an enrollment so far this month or late last week or so. 10 days. Yeah, well done. It's not easy. It's very rare, actually. So for all those who are new, which is a lot of you, it's very challenging to get enrollments right now. So if you're not getting them, join the club. It's pretty normal. It's just in January, you're going to have all the skills. You'll have had all the follow-ups. You'll have asked the question. And those people that say, no, it's too expensive, or I don't do shakes, or it's got more sugar than half an apple, and blah, blah. Then they're going to come back to you. And they're going to say, listen, maybe I should reconsider, especially when you reach out and say you're about to do a challenge. So just understand that all this preparation will pay off. It's like a big spring that you push down over time, and then it springs off in January. So this is great and perfect timing for all of you to do this right now. So before I kick it off, I'd love to do two things. First one is give me your best photo. Count of three. If Renee and Inessa and Anne and Cole and Belinda and Martin, I know he's dying, and they can turn their cameras on. I just love to get everyone, as many as we can, with their cameras on for this one, just because it's a it's a photo. Ready? Poor Martin's probably throwing his guts up at the moment, but hey, good way to cleanse. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, awesome. I'll just save that. I also want to do something very quick with you guys too, if we can at the beginning, before we dive into this. We're going to do the 2 extra skills this week that we left off last week. So we are going to learn some cool stuff. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Save that so I don't. Okay, uppercut myself after. All right, here's what we're going to do. Get your phones out. And just get them like this. Pull up the video app. And just scroll along the screen and go crazy on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It's like a silent rave because you can swipe up and put music on it, in your Instagram stories. So welcome to marketing. Hopefully people just ask you what you're doing, what's happening. You say, don't worry, there's one of these again next year. When it's on, I'll let you know. So there you go. Cool. All right. Excellent. Who's ready to dive into the training? Fantastic. Great. Here we go. If you can't see your battle buddy or your team on this live call, shoot them a message to get them on here because it is recorded, although it's best to watch it live. So I'm just going to share the screen here. Okay. Wins of the week. We did that. Check. The student of the week. There's actually more than one. Woo! Congratulations. We have some awards to give and some prizes to hand out. So in equal third place for the week, student of the week, we've got Dan Goodson and we've got Lewis, who said he just signed up his first client. So these two fellas here get a copy of, both get a copy of, they get one copy to share between, no kidding. They get one copy each of the GoPro book, right? Best book in network marketing to start with. And then we've got second, Melissa Fernandez, which is awesome. So she started back in 2014. She's probably earned over $500,000 US with Isagenix, and she's still here enrolling, getting going, staying in it, and earning money and doing well. So she wins this pineapple guava e-shots. So is that right? I might have got the wrong prizes here. That's not the right one. That's this one coming up. She got this. My mistake. She gets this. Yes. So you get this. Just nod your head. No? I'm looking at you, Alicia. Is this correct or incorrect? It's correct. Yes. So Mel gets that. And of course, I think it's the, yeah, because we have almost similar price. And I think it's the Snickerdoodle, right? So the Snickerdoodle goes to Katrina Wood, who got Student of the Week because she got 4 enrollments. So Katrina's the Snickerdoodle one's coming for you. You can't get it anywhere else. It's gone. So there you go. Well done. How'd you get 4 enrollments?
I just sent heaps of offers.
Great. Awesome.
Kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
So I think it was the week of the Black Friday sales.
Mm.
I sent about 70, well over 70, maybe 100 offers.
Wow.
did that like what we did last weekend, last Monday, and chased likes, and
Cool.
one of those was for collagen.
Great. How good. Awesome. Fantastic. And congratulations to Melissa and to Lewis and to Dan. First customer. You'll be almost close to consultant, Lewis. One more?
One more.
You'll get there, mate. took me 3 months, so you've only just started. So there you go. All right, awesome. Great. Just don't forget to send your address to Alicia. We'll get those prizes out to you. So just a quick one on updates. Don't forget there is a big event coming up in Brisbane. It's the must-attend event if you want to progress this thing as a side hustle and build it to 6 figures. If you want to build this to 6 figures or even a high 5-figure income, there is not a negotiable. This is not negotiable. You've got to be at this event. You just do. I can't explain why. We'll sort the training, but you just have to be there. Okay. So this is in Brisbane, 17th and 18th of Feb. Tickets are sold out, but don't forget just to rock up anyway, because people will not make it there. The birds will get them on the way there. They'll flake out, something will happen, and they'll go, oh, I can't make it. And there'll be a spare ticket. And because you move mountains to get there, you'll get there. And the universe will actually pay you for that type of effort. Okay. So most people don't even make it, right? So make sure you rock up to that, because we're having a Team Eagle Day on the 16th of Feb, Friday. Details to be confirmed of that, but it's the whole day in similar around the same sort of venue area. So it's close. And there's going to be a hell of a fun day, right? So we're going to put that on ourselves with all of Team Eagle. So don't forget about that one. And again, we'll send out details to the WhatsApp broadcast, and we'll know a bit more towards the end of this program. So far in Side Hustle School, well, we've learned some other stuff about why we're here and why network marketing, why Isagenix, and so on. But last week we covered off some of the core skills. There's 5 core building activities. Grow your audience, okay, by adding friends. Who's done that since starting this program? Who's added some more people to the network? Excellent. Who feels like they have an unlimited potential to add new people online and connect and talk to people now? Unlimited. Carla, you don't have any unlimited? I'm sure there's 2 billion on Facebook now, right? Okay, great. We've done social media posting and engaging, and which I find awesome to watch. We're watching everyone's posts. Like, there's been some really good posts. I saw one of Christie's today. It was really good. There's some other fantastic ones too. Like, I've been seeing them pop up. Who's getting some traction from doing this? Doing a post and people engaging is like, wow, this is a whole new world I didn't know about. Great, excellent. And of course, as Katrina said, direct and referral reach outs, where you're reaching out to people, you're chasing likes, you're engaging the audience, you're engaging the world, you're asking if they know someone or if they want to take a look themselves. Okay, so they're the 3 activities we covered last week, and you're now actually doing. This week, we're going to cover follow-ups, which is where most of the fortune lies. And we're going to cover hosting, attending, and inviting to events, okay, which is a lot of leverage. And it's one of the most effective ways to build your side hustle, okay? And I say side hustle, I mean business too, because you can build this to kingdom come, multi-6-figure income or more, right? I think Michael Bockhart this week, he maxed out the 13-star Golden Circle. He's maxed out 2 business centers now. So you want to be about $28,000 a week now, maybe $30,000 a week. He's a friend of ours from Belgium. This happened last week. Super excited for him. So yeah, big business, right? So they're the 5 core activities. The more you do of these, the more enrollments and customers you'll get, and the more personal rank advancements you'll achieve, okay? So as I said, this week we're focusing on the follow-ups and how many invites. Now, who here has been using this tracking sheet to actually track their numbers? Anyone? Would you like to show me where you can find it? Who'd like that? Oh, I'm going to show you anyway. So there you go. You get outvoted. So here we go. I'm going to share the screen here, though, so you can see where I'm going. Otherwise, that would be a bit of a disaster. Okay, what you want to do is you want to go to eatforfreeclub.info. Click enter. Obviously, do this on your phone too. Scroll to the very bottom of the... as you can see here, by the way, just to let you guys know, we're actually uploading these recordings from this Side Hustle School here. So week 3 we're going today, and week 4 we're going today. And then we'll finish week 6. So the whole series will be recorded and sitting here at the bottom of the Eat for Free Club link. In case someone comes in for the business opportunity and you go, oh my God, shit, what do I do? You could send them through Side Hustle School if you wanted to, and they could do all these activities. So if you go down here and you click BAM Tracker, it'll take you to Dropbox and it'll open it up for you. Okay, so it'll be right there. Okay, new and updated. So there it is. You can go and print it out. I would suggest printing it out and laminating it so you can actually track your numbers on this, and it's really most effective to track your numbers until it becomes very habitual. Okay, Show me your numbers and I'll show you your future, basically. All right. Any questions on that? Nope. Great. Okay. So that's what we're going to cover today. And at the end of this, I'm going to show you the 1 hour work week, as I promised, okay? The 1 hour work week, okay? For those who are wanting to do 1 hour a week, you can do it. So let's start with follow-ups. There's this saying in network marketing called the fortune is in the follow-ups. What does that mean? Follow-ups. What does that mean?
You're going to have to do lots.
Yeah, there's multiple. You do it more than once, right? Follow-ups. Now check this out for some stats, okay? In any given moment, right? Any given moment, 3% of your market is actively buying. So right now in your circle of influence, someone's buying something. 3% of people are buying something right now. So if you have 100 friends on Facebook, 3 of them right now are buying something in the active buying mode, okay? 56% are not ready. Who's had someone say, no, not for me right now? Yeah, so they're in the 56% range right now, okay? But they don't live there forever, right? 40% are poised to begin. Poised. They're in a position where they're maybe thinking about it and they're probably going to lean into something if they're asked, okay? So just so you know, that's the stats, okay? So check this out. This is very important. If you've got a pen and a notepad and pen, which I hope you do, this is really fascinating, right? The percentage of sales made per contact. So 2% of sales are made on the first contact. That's why when people are like, oh, this person leaned in and said yes, but they don't want to do it yet, and and they think they're getting defeated. It's not you. It's not you. You're not a weirdo. You're not a psycho. Don't suffer from terminal uniqueness. Oh, it works for everyone else, but I'm just special in me, so it's not going to work. No. It's just the nature of the industry. It's just the nature of things, right? Second contact, only 3% of sales made on second contact. Okay, so when you get ghosted on the first one, you say, hello, you're still there. 3%. Third contact, 5%. Fourth contact, 10%, which is better. But check this out. The stats are crazy at a fifth follow-up, okay? And that is 80% of sales are made on the fifth follow-up, okay? Now, we're going to teach you in this training some very elegant, what's the word? Elegant follow-up. Some very tactical, very crafty ways of touching and following people up to get to that fifth contact. Okay, the fifth, call it the fifth touch. Okay, you got to do some foreplay first before they're going to buy, right? So you got to do some touching. We're going to teach you how to do that, right? Unfortunately, most people give up after the first attempt. So 44% of people give up after one attempt. Only 8% of people do the 5 times. 8. So if you want to improve your enrollment numbers, you just got to follow up a few more times. That's all. And just release yourself from the outcome. You're just following a system and a process here. Okay. All right. So check this out. Ready? This is really important because we're going to show you why the sequence of things in the Eat for Free Club link and system are the way they are. When following up, speed is actually of the essence. There happens to be this thing in selling where there's this thing called buying excitement. And when someone comes in to lean in to do something, their dopamine levels go up. Who's experienced that when they've gone to the supermarket or they've gone somewhere, they're out shopping? Alicia, yep, she jumps online on Shein and her dopamine goes up. Who's had that? But for some reason, something's happened and then you've got, oh no, and then all of a sudden your buying excitement has fallen and gone cold. Well, that happens to people, all of us, right? So check it out. If you follow up with a lead within 5 minutes, you're 9 times more likely to convert them. 9 times. 9 times. Flipping heck. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that, but this is a really important stat to remember, okay? Social media, just a little bit here, like reps who are active on social media get 45% more sales opportunities because they're networking and talking. And obviously you've seen you've experienced that this week, right? Like something's happened on social media for someone to see something. 78% of salespeople who use social media perform better than their peers. So the stats are out that you've really got to be in and around social media, just so you know. You're in the right place, you're in the right training, okay? So check this out. Who's got their phone right now? Anyone got their phone on them? All right, you're on a computer. Cool. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to eatforfreeclub.info. Eatforfreeclub.info. I want you to go there. And once you're there, just put your hand up. Once you're there at the site. Cool. Now I want you to scroll down to step 5. So you send them the information link. Okay. And step 5 is now the follow-up commences. So how do we, just straight up, how do we improve by 9-fold? How do we improve the number of people who are going to buy? What do we have to do? I just showed you the statistic. What was it? You got to follow them up in the first what? Follow up in the first 5 minutes. That's right. Yep. So check, who wants to know how to follow up in the first 5 minutes elegantly without being a psychopath? Great. Here we go. Ready? You've sent the rediscoveryou.info link. There it is. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe I've got to check. I can't believe someone's interested. You send it. Okay. 5 minutes later, this is what you send. Ready? This is the trick. Some of you would have experienced this for me. Did the link work okay? That's it. Did the link work okay? That's the first follow-up. This will improve the amount of time or the number of clicks. Okay. Immediately, yeah, within 5 minutes. Okay. I use this if someone asks my book, I say, hey, did the link work okay? It's the most powerful follow-up and it's done within 5 minutes. It'll increase the chances they're going to click on it. Okay. That's the first thing. Second thing, they say, yeah, it worked fine. I'm in, right? You'll get a checklist. When you get a checklist back, a health check, you'll know they're in the system. You'll know they've got the video to watch next. They've got to push 2 buttons and they watch a video. The video is 8 minutes. 8. It's not like, so 30 minutes later, you do the next follow-up. Okay. Hey, just thought I'd follow up. Did the video make sense? That's it. Here it is here. Did the video about the program make sense? That's all you have to do. You don't have to wait days and days. It's just, hey, there's an 8-minute video. Did it make sense? Okay. You got to remember, you're not asking for their firstborn child. You're just suggesting they trial a 30-day money-back guarantee set of subs to get in shape. That's it. Okay. Then they'll either say no or yes. If they say no, then you say no probs. Just click on the link. Did you see the video? Okay. Right. Can you see it? Yeah, I see it there. I'm just busy at the moment. Cool. No worries. I'll touch base later today and see how you enjoyed it. Right. That night, same day. Hey, did the video make sense? What are we on now? 3 follow-ups? We're on 3. Yeah, I saw it. Made sense. It's only 8 minutes. Of course it makes sense. It's a rhetorical question. Yep, makes sense. Great. After watching the video, which pack appeals to you the most? That's it. That's all you got to ask. They'll either tell you, if they tell you, oh, probably the 30-day reset one, I think, right? Say, great, here's the link. And you send it for them to order. And that's it. You're done. Like, it's okay to just move them forward to the next stages. Okay. What happens on a date? You go on a date, have a nice meal, have a great conversation, you drop the lady home, she rattles the keys, you go in for a kiss, finish the deal, right? If you're having a terrible time, they say, no. You don't go in for a kiss. You'll soon learn because you're just asking these simple questions. You're trying to get a fairly swift response, okay? And if you send this, which pack appeals to you, and they, oh, I don't have the money, then you've got an objection on your hands. And that's fine. You've actually done the follow-up and now you know. Now you've got you can overcome the objection. Okay. So here's what I want everyone to do. On your phones, please right now, click that blue button that says access secret follow-up tips. Please do that. What will happen is this little pop-up will pop up, okay, on the left. And it's follow-up tips. Okay. It can take 5 to 15 touches until someone enrolls, so stick around for when they're ready. The fortune is 100% in the follow-up. Ready? Do that one. If your message is getting ignored, here's the message to send. Copy paste. Hey, I noticed you saw my last message but didn't have a chance to reply. All good. I know you're super busy and I know people's inboxes can get busy these days. If you could let me know either way, I'd appreciate it. That's it. Just be open and honest. Hey, you're busy. Can you let me know? Right? That's if you get ghosted. If you've sent them a recommended cart link and they've ignored it or haven't ordered yet, here's some follow-up messages. Ready? Hey, I noticed you started the order but didn't complete it. Just touching base to see if you needed any help placing your order. Hey, I noticed you haven't placed your order yet. Would it be okay if I ask what's holding you back from getting started? Just be right up front with them. Very, very open, transparent, honest. Hey, do you need some help? Okay. You know what I also do when I send the cart link and they don't enroll? Guess what I send within a few minutes? Pop in the chat. What would I send?
The link again?
No, I don't send the enrollment link again. I say, hey, did the link work okay? That's all I do is just state it again. Do you do this when you have sent a referral ask as well or not? What do you mean, Christy?
So if someone's left you on red when you've sent through a referral ask, do you do a follow-up to them as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say, hey, just curious, did you see that message above?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
thanks.
I'm sorry, I don't know anyone. Okay, no, have a good day.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. You'll find that when you get into the systemization of things, you'll feel like a bit like a computer, but I just want you to know that this is actually business. It's you don't have to, there doesn't have to be this beautiful sliding door spiritual sent down from heaven, conversation. It's just, you're just going through the numbers and the motions, and that's typically business. Okay, it's repeatable, predictable. You're just doing what a lot of auto dialers do in telemarketing. You're just doing that. That's all. But you're in a network marketing business, so you get a lot of leverage, whereas other businesses don't. So that's why I have to do something volume. Okay, great. So here's 11. We know that. How many touches does it take for someone to enroll? Five to 122, 5 to 12, right? So 5 to 12. Okay, cool. To answer your question, Kayleigh-Ann, it's if you ask for a referral and says, yeah, I'll pass on the details, what are the details? Just send them rediscoveryou.info. Just get them in there. And then add them to the Facebook group. Okay. Oh, here's the link to the 8-minute video that explains it. Here it is. Here's the details. And here's the group. You can jump in and see the results. Why would I do that?
So they can potentially sign up themselves as well.
Yes, absolutely. And the group, the Rediscover You Facebook group, is a silent salesman. They'll sit in there and see results, and they'll probably go, hey, I'm in here. Like, what's this all about? It's amazing. And you can also tag them in stories in the group. And that's a great way to motivate people, especially when you got people on the fence. Oh, I don't know, it's Christmas. I don't know. I prefer to eat McDonald's for dinner instead of a shake that's got half an apple and blah, 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 blah. Like, all these things are, by the way, all these objections, which we'll come to in a second, they're all fake. It's not real. When someone says, oh, I only eat air and ice cubes for my life, that they're lying. They don't. If you followed them around, I promise you they're going to eat a whole bunch of junk. Okay. So whenever someone gives you an objection, usually it's BS. Normally it stands for, I just don't feel like I'm ready because I don't feel like the offer is compelling enough, or my pain is not great enough yet. It's one of those two things. That's all. Timing's out. So they'll say some rubbish and you'll get all caught up with, oh, is that the wrong thing? No. It's just timing's off, okay? Right, so here's the 11 follow-up touches. Elegant, ready? You'll love this. You'll feel like a ninja. You'll feel like you're outside the matrix. Ready? This is the cheekiest 11 follow-up touches because we have to get to 12. First ones you've already got. Did the link work? Did the video make sense? Which pack you're leaning towards? Did you see my last message? Did the link, like, you're on it. You're on it. You're on it. So here's the first one. If they have not responded to you, again, go and change the thread colors of Messenger. If you go into Messenger and change the colors, it bumps the conversation to the top of their inbox. Very sneaky. Okay. Then, as I said, you tag them in stories and Rediscover You Facebook group. So you send them like, hey, jump in the Facebook group, and they're in there. Tag them in some stories that relate to their goals. This one's a good one for urgency. If you get started before Monday, I'll also gift you a free box of e-shots. If you get started before Monday, I'll also do it with you. If you get started before Monday, you'll do it with my friend Jenny, who's starting. We'll do a group chat together. If you get started before Monday, you get the Black Friday sale, right? If you get started before Monday, you get free shipping. Urgency. It's one of the weapons of influence. Ready? 4, did the link work? Okay, we've done that one. Comment. This is huge. You may think it's underrated, but this is massive. How do I know? Because I've literally bought from people in different industries, different products from this one thing. And by the way, when one of the new corporate members started, we were quite busy and I was not getting back to her. And she actually started doing this and it worked. I was like, oh, okay, better get back to her. So it's really good. It's called comment on their posts. If you comment on their posts, it is a form of reciprocity influence because you're giving value to them. It is very potent, just so you know, extremely potent and very underused. It's a very elegant way of following up, very cheeky, very smooth. Ask if they've got any questions. That makes sense, right? Hey, got any questions? I'm here to answer them for you. No worries if you don't want to get started. I just need to ask you. Let them know the link will expire. So you'll know sometimes if they've started the enrollment, your link will actually expire and it'll tell you that it's expired. So once they start, you can actually say, hey, listen, just to let you know that link's about to expire. Is there anything I can help you with to get started? Post, this is huge. Katrina does this really well, Katrina Wood, and this is why this is huge, and this is why she does it. You'll see her, and you all can do this too. Post your photos, your before and after, and your stories in the Rediscover You Facebook group. Anytime you post in that group, the people you've added in there will be notified that you posted. They'll see more of your posts in there than in your regular feed. So that's why you see Katrina almost every day. She's adding a picture of herself. It's a touch. It's a follow-up. You can do it every day. Okay. All right. Obviously, we'll come to that. Inviting to an event. Invite to an in-person event. Okay. Obviously, we'll come to that in this training too. All right. That's how you touch people. Okay. That's how you create touches. That came out wrong. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Touches. There we go. I promise it's so ninja-like, but it'll get you up to your 12. You're just improving the likelihood of you're going to complete a sale if you do these things. Wild. That'll serve you in any scenario, selling anything. All right, moving on now. So here's what I want to talk to you guys about. We'll do a quick exercise together. Who wants to learn how to track people? They're like, who do I track? When do I track them? Do I have to track my whole list? No, that would send me crazy. Okay. So here's what you do. The first thing you can do, if there's like a promo on or you want to do a follow-up, you can go to your Messenger and you can search in Messenger words like Isagenix or Rediscover You or expensive, your whole Messenger thread, like your big Messenger chat, right? And it'll pull up all the conversations with this in it. So you can actually kind of like filter all the conversations you've had about this by just using the search terms. So you can pop all of your prospects to the top of the Messenger feed using that feature. Okay, that's an Alicia special. It's really good. And you can check out all the friends you've added to Rediscover You by actually clicking on the members and checking and searching their name on there as to who you've added, and they'll be in there. Or you can actually click on search on Rediscover You Facebook group in the members and type your name in, right? And it'll actually highlight all the people you've added. So you can do that too. But that's just to kind of like check to see who you've added, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so here's how you track. It's very high tech. Buckle up for this. Lean in, get ready. This is how you track people, okay? Ta-da! That's it. That's all I do, right? This is a screenshot from my phone, right? So here we go. It's called Isagenix Prospects. That's pinned to the top of my notes section. And it's just the people who have actually shown interest. They're the only people I track. That's it. So if I've sent an offer, like a referral ask or something, they've inquired from a post, as soon as they inquire or as soon as they lean in, I stop everything then and there, right then. I stop everything. I go to my notes in my phone and I write their name down, because that means I'm tracking them and I can follow them up 12 times and they're going to enroll. Okay. So Matt Perry, right? He enrolled, help him share with 2. That's my next step to get him to consultant. Ben Smith, I sent him an enrollment link. So that's where he's at. So I need to follow him up. Mary sent the info link. She's going to watch the video. Got to follow her up. Josh James, he's, look, just says keen. So they've lent in, but they haven't done anything yet. Naomi Brown sent into look. Don't know what that means. T Shaw, not interested, too expensive. Shelley Bray, I'm saving up for a pack, right? So there's all these different scenarios, but I'm tracking these people once upon a time, whenever it was, have been keen. So when January comes around, I'm going to be able to talk to them again and say, hey, look, last November or December when we spoke, it wasn't the right time for you. Has anything changed? Are you ready to set some goals for January and do this with me? No worries. If not, just thought I'd ask. You can come back and circle back. But you notice in here too, in the notes section, you can just tick if they've enrolled. They get a tick. And as soon as they've enrolled, I move to DEFCON 2 immediately. My objective then is to help Matt get his pack paid for and help him share with 2 friends. I'm onto that fast. Why? Does anyone know why I'm onto that so quickly? Statistically, why? Any of the vets?
You move up your rank, don't you?
Yeah, like, well, he would certainly get a new rank, and then you get a consultant, so it moves your rank up to, you know, manager, director, and executive, which is important. Retention, yeah, Franny. So do you know what the stats are of retention, Franny, if I help Matt get paid $1?
It goes up to like 90%, 98% or something ridiculous after 12 months.
Yeah.
I'll still be here.
Yeah, so their retention rate goes up by 90% if I get them paid. Now, why this is important is this, because when Matt enrolls, okay, and he's getting results, he'll get results after a couple of weeks, probably. Now, everyone's different. Sometimes it takes longer or sooner, whatever. But like, let's say Tamara is a good example. She comes in, she says, you know what? You wouldn't believe this, Lloyd, but my doctor told me my blood cholesterol levels dropped from 6 to 4. That's unbelievable. That's amazing, Tamara. You've had such great success. Would you be open to sharing that little story of success in the Rediscover You Facebook group? I'm jumping ahead here. This is next week's training, but I just want you to know that I'm onto that quite quickly as soon as they get a win. But I'm just showing you this because that's why I've got this written down here, because I want his retention to go up. The reason why their retention goes up is because if they're helping someone else, they're committed to their own health better. It's strange, but if you teach people how to get healthy, you will also live a healthier life. Okay. Anyway, any questions on this? This intricate tracking machine. I'm going to talk to you guys. We're going to talk to you guys next week about the customer list and how to manage that. It's very important. It's actually how you get to executive. We're going to talk about that next week. It's all in your back office. It's very simple. Yeah, very simple. Okay, this is all you do, right? So you're just tracking a whole list there. Okay. All righty. Build a big list, follow them up, get them started. So here's the exercise. All right. I want you to do this right just for 2 minutes. Just take 60 seconds right now. Please create your hot prospect list in the notes section of your phone and add a few prospects to it right now. We'll wait for 60 seconds. Do that now. Okay, awesome. We're all done. Anyone not done? Just make sure it's there. You can click pin to the top of your notes section. So when you open your notes section, it's always at the top. You can pin important things. I've pinned my passwords there, and I've pinned, I think it's hot prospects, and I've pinned other things. Okay.
Can you just explain how to pin it, please, Lloyd?
Well, I can explain on the iPhone. You pull up the note, and top right, 3 little dots, and just click pin at the top.
Thank you very much. I've not used that list before, so that's brilliant.
No worries.
Gold. Thank
Yep.
you.
No, you betcha. Do you know why we want to keep it simple like this too? Anyone guess?
More likely to do it.
Yeah, more likely to do it.
Follow.
That's correct. Yep. And why else?
Systemized.
Systemized. Why else?
It duplicates.
Yeah, it's easy to teach someone else when they come in. So, Jules, if you're teaching someone how to do the business, you say, I just keep mine in my notes section. If you said to them, you have to go and create like a CRM system for $600 a month, they're never going to do it. So that's why we keep things simple. Yes, correct. All right, awesome. Great. We've all done that. Moving on. So just raise your hand or jump up and down, squawk like a chicken if you've ever had an objection. No one wants to jump up and down like a chicken? Okay, Dan did. Great, we have one. Cheryl, that's your chicken? This is a chicken. That's fair enough. All right. Great. So how do we overcome objections? What's the simplest way? Any objection?
Let them go for now.
Before you do that. Yep.
Find out the real meaning of the objection.
Certainly. Is that Ian Howard?
Ask them if they have somebody that may be interested.
Well, what is an objection?
When you say no.
Not all. No, actually, that's not correct.
Not yet. Request for more information.
Yeah.
Yes, it's where they want to do it, but they have questions, they have concerns, apprehensions. They're leaning not quite in yet. So like, oh, this looks good, but it seems to be like a lot of sugar, you know, and it's not. But let's just say they say that. All right, my friend's mum's cat's pet frog did it once, and now they, yeah, blah blah blah. So they're just kind of putting these blocks up, but they still want to do it, and you know they need to, and they know they need to, but they play these weird games, okay, because they're not yet convinced, right? So that's an objection. It's usually a request for, I think Franny said it, someone said it, request for more information. Okay. So here's what an objection isn't. Hey, had a look at it. Definitely not for me. I'm okay for now. I'm writing and I'm doing this. I'm all good. That's not an objection. That's actually a no. And when that happens, just say, no problems, all good. If anything changes, let me know. Meanwhile, how's the dog? Just take the no on the chin and keep the relationship going. But that's a no. And a lot of you guys are probably trying to figure out, which is totally normal, and it'll take you a little bit of time. You're currently figuring out what's really a no and what's kind of like an objection, and what, like, who do I work with? What's a hot prospect and what's completely a no? And the difference is they'll be kind of like leaning in, asking questions. They'll be curious. And that's when you know it's more like an objection. Hey, I want to do it, but it's a little bit expensive right now. You got a price objection, right? Hey, I want to do it, but I can't really do shakes. It's not my thing. That's like a shake objection, product objection. Okay. So the easiest way to overcome objections is this. Go to Eat for Free Club, scroll down to step 5. The easiest way to overcome someone's apprehension is connecting with an expert. This is how you do that. Open a 3-way messenger chat with your sponsor, meaning the person who enrolled you, and introduce them to your prospective customer, your hot prospect. And this is what you say. Hey, Lisa, you had some great questions. I'm so new. I don't want to give you the wrong answers. So I've put us in a group chat thread with Joanne, who's training me and has incredible success with the products in this business. By the way, I love that I don't have to have the answers to everything as I get started. So that's telling them that they don't need to have the answers either. Lisa, this is my friend Joanne, and Joanne, this is my friend Lisa, and she wants to know more about the smoothies. She wants to know more about different price options. She can't quite afford it yet. She wants to know more about pyramid schemes and why this isn't one. She wants to know more about sugar. I don't know. Diabetes. Can she do this with? She's allergic to oxygen. Can she do this? Okay. Whatever. Does that make sense? Cool. Then the sponsor comes and says, hey, nice to connect with you here. Tell me what's up. What's on your mind? That's it. Let them talk. Okay, sounds like you're having some trouble here. Yeah. And you share a story. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Here's what happened to me. Here's my photo. There's a 30-day money back guarantee, so you'll be protected anyway. You should probably just give it a try. And you're done. Like they'll, when you talk to them, it'll be different to their friend talking to them. Who here's married? Whose spouse is, they've told your spouse a million times one thing, and then all of a sudden their best friend comes over and tells them, they go, oh, that's amazing. You should have told me that. And you're like, what the heck, man? I've been telling you this for like 2 years and you don't listen. But as soon as someone else talks to them, they listen. Who's experienced that before? Yeah, that's called third-party validation. So when you set up in a three-way with your sponsor, your hot prospect will actually listen to them like a professional medical, but like, it's weird. You're like, oh my God, they actually listen to this person because they have third-party validation. And it's why it's so effective to overcome objections in a three-way messenger chat. It doesn't always work out, but you'll be able to learn how your sponsor overcomes the objections and you can see the responses. And as Katrina Wood said before, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So never, ever beat yourself up if you've said the wrong words. It's just, don't worry. It's not you, okay? It's just not the right time. And of course, if they don't start, they're on your follow-up list and you get them back in January. You get, sooner or later, their pain is going to become so insurmountably great that they'll come back. And they'll be ready for your follow-up, okay? Any questions on follow-ups? Nope. Nope. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Great. Very thorough. Yeah, perfect. Excellent. Okay, move on. Okay. The fifth and final core activity of building this business. Can you believe there's only 5? Repeated over and over again. It's fantastic. Okay, here we go. This one's going to, this one is the most important. Hosting, attending, and inviting to events. Hosting, attending, and inviting to events. If you don't attend, then you'll have no one to invite to. And if you don't go, you'll never know how to host. Okay. So this is the highest paid skill in all of network marketing. The highest paid skill. Okay. Getting people to attend events. Attending events yourself and getting people to attend events. Never miss an event and never go alone. Okay. Never miss an event and never go alone. Right. So how many did we start with on Side Hustle School Live? Like 90, 80?
75.
75. So a lot, like, see, there's a few missing the live event now. And so it's like, you're probably finished. We're already out. It's like a fleeting moment. Okay. So why, can anyone tell me why do we want to go to events? Why do we want to host events? Why do we want to get around events? Why is it the #1 skill?
Because it builds belief.
Yep, builds belief, correct. What else?
Third party
Someone else.
connection.
Yeah, yep, culture and community.
I was going to say it. Someone else has given them the information instead of you.
Yes, someone else. So as Sam said, third-party validation. They're learning from someone besides you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great for your motivation.
Yes, absolutely. Motivation, good environment, business skills, knowledge and training, culture and community, networking, building belief in all areas, building belief around network marketing, building belief in the comp plan, building belief in the company, the belief in the products, the belief in themselves. Okay. And of course, leverage. You doing and achieving more with less. Like Alicia and I remember when we went 3-star, we had 30 people odd at one of these events in Brisbane. And it was amazing because they were all getting trained and developed there. And we were just sitting with them. So someone else doing all the work, right? So that's a lot of leverage. Okay. And of course, they're fun. They're fun. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. No matter what event we've been part of, we've always had an objective to have fun. Okay. So check this out for a statistic, right? Each person in the room at a local corporate event is worth $2,000 per year in recurring income to you. They're the stats. So if you want to earn 50,000 a year, how many people do you have to have in the event?
25.
25. But do you have to have 25 of your personal connections there, or could it be anyone in your downline?
Anyone in your downline.
Anyone in your downline. So you could, for example, Cheryl could invite Sam to come to an event. And Sam says, oh, yeah, I'll get my footy mates. I've got 25 of them. I'll come along. She's like, holy smokes, I just invited you. And you're inviting 25 footy friends? That's incredible. And then you never know where it goes from there. Does that make sense? My sister invited us to an event, just us. We went along. And in 2019, we had 300 attendees. And she just invited us, and we had 300 there. And so think about the leverage she gets out of that. This is the beauty of network marketing, okay? So there's this thing in events called the gradient of events, okay? The gradient of events. It's important for you to know, because events aren't just the big corporate ones and the exciting ones that you'll see in Brisbane in February, which will be amazing. There are others too. So this is how they begin, just so you know. So first one is a one-on-one virtual coffee. That's an event. It's a one-on-one catch-up. So for example, if you wanted to have an event with a friend and they don't live locally, you jump on a Zoom with them and have a catch-up coffee. Okay. That's the very first beginning of it. Okay. And of course, one-on-one face-to-face meeting at a cafe. Okay. That's an event. If you can invite someone to coffee and catch up with them, then you can invite people to events. Congratulations. Who's ever had a coffee with someone? Great. Can someone tell me how you did that?
Invited them.
How'd you do it? How'd you invite them?
Phone call or a message.
What'd you say?
About time we caught up for a coffee.
Great. What do they say?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Perfect. And what do you do?
We went to the Vic Market.
Okay, so you select a location. What do you do next?
Go ahead.
Probably set a time would be good.
Sorry, Siri came.
Then you get there and you chat, right?
Right.
So can we all agree we know how to invite people to events then? Great. Okay. Then what will happen is this is what will happen. While you're at a face-to-face meeting, it could be you and it could be maybe there's two friends, whatever. They're going to hear about your story, and there's more of a chance they'll come to an in-home party. Okay, so what's called a launch party. This is where you invite friends over to your house to check out and come and check out the products. Okay, who's had one of these before? Who's been to one of these before? Oh, who's hosted one before? Let me get a bit of a look here. Who's hosted one? Hands up. Great. Who's been to one? Okay, that's good. Okay, cool. So when you move from online coffee or face-to-face coffee to a launch, to a little home party, the odds of someone enrolling goes way up. Okay, way up. Then you have these things called associate run online events. We're all associates of Isagenix. So when we run an online event, we want to get people to that too. Okay. Can someone give me an example of an online event? Starts with side, ends with school.
The side
hustle school.
Yes. This is not run by Isagenix. Who's it run by?
You and Alicia.
associates.
Ask the associates. Okay. So who got an invitation to come to this? Great. How'd you get the invitation?
For Alicia, Lloyd.
Well, you got it from a masterclass, series of them. How did you get an invitation to that masterclass?
Social media.
Yeah, we invited you. So who invited someone to the masterclasses to help them start Side Hustle School? Great. Okay. So if you go back to that invitation, guess what you'll find? The invitation you can copy and paste and send to someone else when the time comes. This is called duplication, duplicating and copying what your upline did with you to get you where you want to go. Okay, so that's an associate run online event. Okay, There are different ones. Then we have what's called associate run offline events. Can someone give me an example of one that's coming up that's an associate run offline event?
Friday in February.
Yeah, Friday Team Eagle event on the day in February. Who's running that? Yeah, yeah, and we're associates of ICJ, so we're doing that. Okay. So these are the gradients. If you get more people to coffee, they're more likely to come to your home party, more likely to come to an associate run event, and more likely to come to an offline event. Okay. Yesterday, I think I messaged Katie Jenkins. One of her brand new ladies is starting out and getting some people started, which is super exciting. And I messaged her the checklist, and she was with her together. Right? Is Katie on right now? I don't see that. So they were at a face-to-face meeting at her house. That's a one-on-one face-to-face meeting. So Katie would have invited her to catch up with her at her house or vice versa. And when Katie says, let's do a launch party, she's more likely to do one and come. And she's more likely to come to this, and she's more likely to come to Team Eagle. So see, it improves the relationship as you go. Am I making sense here? Okay. So if you get good at that and that, you'll get better at that and that and that. Okay. Now you get corporate events. Can someone give me an example of a corporate event?
The one coming up in Feb.
Yes, the one coming up in event. Why is it a corporate event?
Because HQ are organizing it.
Yes, because they're paying for it, organizing it. It's just world class. Who's been to a corporate? Let me just show of hands here. Who's been to a corporate event before? Okay, just a couple shout outs. Give me one word of what it's like to go to a corporate event.
Electrifying.
Electrifying.
Life-changing.
Life-changing.
Insanely good.
Insanely good.
A must.
A must. Okay. So all these folks who are apprehensive about going to Friday, the one in Brisbane coming up, what would you say to them?
Don't be a doofus and just go.
Don't be a doofus and just go. Okay. Give them some encouragement. All right, great. So that's a corporate event. And the final ones are global corporate event. The one that we went to in Orlando is the global celebration event. New Year kickoff in America, a big global event. Okay. And the final one is some of our team are going to Costa Rica in a week, winning a company trip. Okay. This is the biggest and best event you can get yourself to. Who here's hands up if you won an event before? Won a trip before with the company. Hands up. Great. Excellent. All right. The ultimate event. Okay. So that's the gradient of events. Now, let me explain what that means to you guys. And I'll just take you through this, what happened. Ready? In 2014, my sister reaches out to Alicia. Says, hey, I'm starting this new program. It's going to help you lose weight, get in shape. What do you think? She says, okay, I'm going to do it. Lloyd will do it too. Let's go. So we enroll. And then we got some results. Okay. And then she said, listen, my friend Andrew happens to be in town, who you know. Let's go for a coffee together. So we went and had a coffee with Andrew Logan in Main Beach. And Andrew told us a little bit more about his story, about the products, about the income he's trying to make, and so forth. While we're at coffee, let's pull this up and I'll show you the gradient. Okay, so firstly, Alicia speaks to Brooke virtually, basically, right? Then we probably met up with my sister, right? No, sorry, we met up with Andrew Logan and my sister, face-to-face, coffee. Then he invited us to a corporate event. He actually skipped these ones. No, that's not right. Yeah, it is. Actually, no, it's not. He actually invited us to an associate-run offline event in Brisbane called ISA Uni. I think that was associate-run back then, wasn't it? Corporate? Okay, cool. So he skipped launch party. He skipped associate-run events. He went straight to corporate because there was one in Brisbane coming up. And reluctantly, we went. Like, oh, my God, I'm going to give up my weekend to go up to Brisbane and listen to all these boring people. But it wasn't that. So he went from face-to-face meeting where we couldn't really say no to the corporate event. And at the corporate event, we said yes to another corporate event. And at that event, we saw there was a chance to go to a big one in Vegas. We went there, then we won a trip. So you got to see that you got to meander through these and build belief on the way. And this is what will happen if you get invited. Some of you won't make it to Brisbane. Well, I hope you do after this, because right now you're on an associate run online event. You're here 4. You're at 4. So the belief that we're going to encourage you and give you to be in Brisbane will hopefully get you there. because it'll change your life. And so you're closer now to that event than ever. But what you have to understand when you're inviting people to these types of events, if you've never caught up with them on Zoom, you've never had a coffee with them lately, you haven't been to a launch party with them, they're not on here, then there's probably it's going to be a bit harder to get them there. Not impossible, but just a bit harder. Okay. So to improve the likelihood someone's going to come to an event, you got to catch up with them, build a relationship with them. Okay. And by the way, I don't know anyone that's won a company trip that hasn't been through all of these. So if you have these desires to go on a company trip, really step into the community and go for it. Go through all these. Okay. All right. So who would like to know where to find the events? I'll give you a clue. It's in blue. isagenixevents.com. When you click on it though, go to the top right of the screen. You can click on it now if you like. Go to the top right of the screen and you'll see the flags. Choose Australia, New Zealand, America, Canada, and so on. Now, wherever you are in the world, you can attend those events. Okay. They're all over the world. But that's where you'll find the corporate run events. The associate run events are a bit harder to find. They're in the Isagenix Facebook group, Isagenix Insights Forum, it's called, on Facebook. Maybe Alicia, you can share the link to join that Facebook group and make everyone's in there. That's where you'll find the other associate run events, the people running all around the country. Okay. Just go and attend those wherever you can. All right. Any questions so far? We're almost finished this part.
Hey, Lloyd.
Yes.
Is it cool if I share a little story on the events?
Yes.
I feel like my story is powerful for the events side of things.
Yep.
So, guys, so Lloyd is my direct sponsor. And I enrolled back in March 2021. Like, I reached out to him. And I bought the pack. And literally like 5 days after all my pack had even arrived, this old mate Lloyd's messaged me saying, hey, there's this event on in Melbourne in a couple of weeks' time. I think you should come to this. And I hardly even knew Lloyd at the time. And I was like, who is this guy? You know, I only just met him. I've ordered this pack and he was invited me to Melbourne. This is a bit strange. But something that I had learned, which I put in the comments before, was just to say yes and then work out how. And at this stage, I'd literally quit my engineering trade to become a financial coach. I had fuck all money in my bank account. So to make this happen, I had to make sales in my coaching business to pay for the flights from Whyalla to Adelaide, Adelaide to Melbourne, to get the accommodation as well, so which was over $1,000. But I made it happen, said yes to Lloyd's scary offer. And then I met Lloyd and a few other amazing people there, and it just really kickstarted my journey. And from that, you know, I won a trip to Bali with Lloyd this year. I've stayed at his house and I've been to all these incredible things. And I think a big part of that was because I had more skin in the game by going to one of these events that Lloyd invited me to. So I know it can be a bit daunting and scary, but if you're serious about this, like, I can't encourage you enough just to hop on a plane, make it happen. Even if you don't even know where the money's going to come from, if you commit to it, the money will come, and you know, that'll be the beginning of your story, which will be powerful to share in the future.
I think that's a great story, and that's exactly how it happened. It was touch and go though on the invitation, because I didn't know. Thankfully, Daniel was open to it. That was on a Zoom, right?
Yeah, so we had a Zoom call. So that first one, that was the first little bit.
So we're at the top of the gradient of events, and then I went right to the corporate one to fly you there. And I think that's really challenging. But the only reason I could do that was because my belief in the event was 10 out of 10, because I'd been to so many over the years. And so I knew. And if you haven't been to one, if I hadn't gone to one, do you think I could have invited Daniel with any conviction? Of course not. So thanks, Dan, for sharing that story. It's exactly how it went down. And the rest is history, really. I mean, you got to understand, like, it is the most important skill. It's the most important skill. And again, it's not just those offline ones that Daniel's talking about, but also the online ones like this. Who would love to have some people in our next Side Hustle School next year when we kick this off in March, April? Yeah. Who's going to have more on? Yeah. Who's enjoyed the training so far? We're only halfway through. Great. Excellent. So you will have the liberty of bringing people into this training, like, you know, next year. So when it pops up and comes, go for it. Go big. But if you're having those one-on-one Zooms, the coffee catches up with all your network, the chance and likelihood of them coming to side hustle school is a lot higher, just so you know. Okay. So, all right, awesome. It's a great share, that story, and it's very true. Okay, so that's where you get to the events. Now, this is called hosting an event. Who's already shit scared that I just pulled it up and said hosting an event? Who's already got poo in their pants? A couple of you guys. I've got 3 honest people on the call. 4. Okay, hands up. Rightio. Okay. Whenever you're with someone in person, you always say, like, if you're with one person, do you have any leverage? If you invite 5 people to your home and have a chat to 5 people at once, do you have any leverage?
Bit more.
Yeah, you have 5 times leverage. So you're achieving more with less time. Am I right?
Yep.
So who would prefer to achieve 5 times more with the same amount of time? Okay. So we're starting to see the benefit of what's leverage. And this is where all the big marketers in the world, like Russell Brunson, Myron Golden, Tony Robbins. Who's heard of Tony Robbins? Okay. Who's heard of Russell Brunson? Best marketer in the world. Great. Okay. How do they actually get their clients and customers? Do you know? They have big events, value events. Yeah. So they're talking to more people at the same time. All right. So that's what you can do too. So if you go open your phones up again, if you scroll down the Eat for Free Club link to step 10, it's called host your own or host your event. There's our friend Helen Coy there. She's there. If you push play, it's 5 minutes. It just teaches you how to host your first event. Okay. Anyone can do this, by the way. You don't have to be, you can just go and do it. Now, I know that I saw Lewis pop up. Well, Lewis already hosts events, right? Your business with your ice plunging, and you already host events, right?
Yeah, basically group sessions. Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of have this experience in hosting events where you set a date, right?
Yeah.
Provide some value, get the invitations out there, follow them up, make sure they have a good day.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty straightforward. You're trying to provide value, right? So who here has hosted an Isagenix type of event at their house before or somewhere else, in a park, in a cafe, yep, on a plane? Right. So just pop in the chat, what kind of little event did you host? Okay, sip and sample, Femke, awesome. They come and sip and sample the shakes, cool. A skincare one from Franny, a pamper party from Katrina, sip and sample from Lana, kids clothes and Pampers and Champers. In-home sip and sample, live money masterclass in Adelaide with you and Alicia. Yes, we did. We did a fun face-to-face one in Adelaide. Workout events, awesome. Love this name, Pampers and Champers. Okay, great. Where's Alana Anson? I saw her pop up. How many events has she done? Where is she? Didn't pop her. Okay. So watch that video. It explains how to do it, right? So here's how you do it. Ready? You want to take some notes on here. First thing is set the date and time. Do this before you do anything else. Now, this is pretty wild, but you got to send out the invitations. Do not create a Facebook event group and just ping invite and expect anyone to show up. How do I know that? Because we did that and it didn't work. Okay, so I'll come back to invitations in a second. Send reminders once they've been invited. Welcome the guests and introduce them. Share your story about what you're up to. Push play on a video or show them something if you want to. Ask customers to share their story, show them a bit of the product, do a bit of a demonstration, and do some questions and answers and send a link to the pack if they want to get started. Okay, now that's just a traditional, basic beginning point. Okay, messy, not perfect, weird, and you're just doing your thing. Okay, so that's a traditional type of event. Okay, now how do you invite people to an event that you host? How do you invite them?
I did a little flyer up and sent it via message.
Okay. Is that how you like to be invited to events?
I usually need the details in writing, but no, probably do more of a voice message or if you see them face to face.
Okay, cool. So you like to be invited face to face or voice message. Okay, awesome. If you send messages, maybe. If you send a voice message, more likely. If you call, more likely again. If you do it in person, more likely again. Okay. If you send a poster or tag them in something, almost 100% of the time, it's not going to work. Okay. So this is what you would send in a voice message. Okay. I'm going to send it in the team chat. Are you all in the team chat? It was part of the first tasks to do in this school. I'm going to send one in the team chat. Okay. Ready? Hey, Jenny, what's up? Just wanted to shoot you a quick message. Not sure if you've seen, but I'm hosting this awesome Shampers and Pampers catch up with the girls. Going to be fun. We're going to do a bit of pampering on the face, put some of those cool things on our eyeballs, and have some bubblies and basically just get fucked. No, I'm just kidding. And basically have a few champagnes and have some fun with each other, right? So I've got a couple of my friends coming. I thought I'd invite you over if you want to escape from the kids or the hubby for a little bit and just come and hang with us. If you do, shoot me a thumbs up and I'll send you the address and I'll send you the details. If not, no worries, but I'd love to come for you to come hang out with us and yeah, come have some fun. All right, talk soon. Right, that's probably an example. Okay, does that make sense? Cool. Just send it. That's the most important thing. Whoever's not on this call and listens to that's going to think I've sent it to the wrong chat thread. So here's what you can do, just so you know, for ease and convenience. You can send a voice message to yourself in Messenger. Good energy. Say hi. Tell them what it's about. Tell them why you love them to be there. Tell them to shoot you a thumbs up if they want the details and love them to come. If not, all good. Okay. And send yourself a voice message. If you like it. If you don't like it, do it again. If you don't like it, do it again. If you don't like it, do it again. And think to yourself, would I like to receive that message? If no, do it again. Once you've got a good one, guess what you can do? Hold it down, click more, hold it down, click forward, and send it to every single other person you want to come. So I should probably retract that and don't call it Jenny unless every single one of your friends is named Jenny. So I would say something like, hey, legend, what's up? Just wanted to let you know I'm doing this party coming up. I'd love you to be there. We're going to do this and this. It's going to be fun. I'd love you to come over. If not, all good. Right? And then you can hit forward and send it to some friends. Am I making sense here? Copy, paste, change the name, blah, blah, right? Send it out. Speed. Systems leverage, quick. But make sure it's heartfelt the first one. Otherwise, they're going to be like, what? My name's not Bill. What are you talking about? So that's the first part. There's something else that happened to us today that I want to share with you that's a very clever way of inviting to events, and it worked on me. Got me. Square between the eyes. And then I dragged Alicia down with me. So who wants to hear it? Great. So bumped into this friend of ours. It's like an acquaintance, like his friend, you know, friendly, an acquaintancey, friendly connection, right? And bumped into him at the Saatchi over the weekend. Just had a quick chat. So there's a bit of rapport there, right? This is why when you're catching up with your friends for coffee and you're talking to them, you know, and you're sending them birthday messages for their birthday and you're around their life, it improves the chances. So here's the message we got. Very clever. If Damo and I were going to host a Christmas party, would you prefer this Saturday or next? That is so deadly. That's an either or close. And it's very in tune with what we want. It's very good. And she basically checkmated me. And we had a conversation. It's just such a good invitation that I couldn't say no. So I said, actually, not this Saturday, but next could work. Got me. Boom. So, hey, if I was to have a little Pampers and Shampers with the girls, if I was to host a little Pampers and Shampers with the girls, would you prefer this Thursday night or next Thursday night? Yeah. That is deadly. Anyway, we good? Are we okay with how to invite to events? Great. I don't want anyone to ever ask me, Sam, you're going like this. Why is this? Have I not been clear?
There's a really good video by Emily Barbara, Emily Ford, that was always just an epic one.
Great. Can you share it in the group chat?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Franny. What's the most important thing when it comes to inviting to events?
Energy.
Certainly
Honesty.
energy helps a lot, yeah. What's the other most important thing?
Being genuine.
Yeah. What's
Being
in it for them?
organised.
It's true, Marshy. Yep. What's in it for them? What's the most important?
Feel like they really need to be there.
Sure. Yeah, have a lot of conviction around why they need to be there. Well, but give me the most basic one. What is the most important thing about event invitations?
Actually inviting.
Yes! Bloody send them! My God! Like, I didn't have anyone at my event. I'm like, how many did you send? I sent 3. 1 to mum, 2 to my dogs. No one's coming. You got to send them. Like, when Alicia, there was this big event we went to in Brisbane. Alicia and I invited like 200 people. We had 28 personal prospects there. It was wild. Don't ever do that. It doesn't work. But what I'm saying is that because there's too many people to manage, like what the heck did we create? But just send more invitations if you want more yeses. Am I making sense? Yep. Great. Excellent. Thanks, Franny, for sharing that Vimeo link there. You can click on that. That's how Emily invites people to events. I'm doing this on purpose because I don't want, if someone ever asks me again how to invite to events, I will cry. This is how you do it. You're just never going to do it well. So just get on with it and go make a mess. When we first started sending voice messages, I'd send a voice message, send it, almost throw up, and then run around the house with nerves and then go and do another one. That's how I did it. So if you're doing that, congratulations, you're like me. Well done. You're just not going to ever get past that until you do a few of them. All right. We're almost finished, so thanks for being patient. Okay, great. Well, that was a really important one to hit. So here's the thing, right? Some of you will be like, oh, why would I want to host my first event? It's so scary. What am I going to say? And yes, it's very weird. It's like people come in and you're in charge. It's like, where the heck are all the adults here? Like, yes, it's up to you. When they come in the door, you've got to introduce them and you've got to do the one that puts the thing and it can all fall into a heap. It's like that. You're on the line, but that's where life begins, when you're on the wire, when stuff can go wrong. It's exhilarating, right? So the reason I'm showing you this is because who here has really got, and I asked this week too, last week too, who's got these dreams that they want to be on a stage one day speaking and sharing their story to the world? Truthfully, who's ever seen that in their vision? Okay. Here's where I'm talking to you guys. Ready? This is us in 30th of January 2015. This is in our house. Got a little whiteboard, little TV there. And there's about 3 people sitting on the couch. And they're listening to us. Okay? So we worked out how to do it by failing forward. Then when we did one of our own, a couple of our own, we then went to some of our customers and helped them run theirs. So we'd go to them and say, hey, do you have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 friends you'd like to come to your house? They say, yeah, I think I can do that. We'll come over and we'll push play on a video and we'll do it there with you. So that's what we did. And here's some examples of us doing this all over. We did this in New Zealand and in Sydney and in, like, as then Marshy said, we flew to Adelaide only 18 months ago to do that together. Like you don't have to fly anywhere. We would get in the car in the evening and drive to Brisbane, which is an hour away, and we'd do a launch party with Julie. And Julie is still a customer. She was a customer until she's still ordering product. She's still a consultant, I think. So like we did this, and this is how we got better at it. But here's the kicker. This is the truth of the matter. Okay. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Do you know how many people say to me, I wish I could do what you could do, Lloyd, and be on stage like this in the Brisbane Entertainment Centre, in Florida, thousands and thousands of people. This is where it started. Do you understand that? It doesn't start there. You shit yourself in your house first. In this photo, my knees are shaking. Then we did some more. Then you go and speak a bit more. You do a bit more. You do a bit more. Then you maybe go to Toastmasters a bit. And then you get When your business grows and you do something cool, you get asked, and then boom, you're in. Okay, but it does not start here. Okay, so remember this quote: you don't have to be great to start. I promise you that, but you do have to start to be great. Okay, it's so funny. It's like people are like, how do I become a speaker? I'm like, go speak. Where? At your house. At your house. What do I speak about? Your story with the product you use. That would be a good start. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. We're going to do a quick exercise, do a breakout, and we're going to finish up. All right, 20. These seem to go for 90 minutes because of my rubbering on, but exercise. Okay, here we go. Ready? I want you to take a moment, just with your notepad and pen, to plan an event. What kind of event will it be? What date and time? How will you invite to it? And you can send an example invite to yourself in a VM now if you want to practice, but just take a couple minutes just to think about this. We're coming into Christmas. It doesn't have to be an Isagenix product related event. It could be a Christmas party. It could be a coffee catch up with 2 or 3 friends. It could be a breakfast together. It could be any type of event you want. What kind of event will it be? What date and time will it be? How will you invite people? And send an example invitation to yourself as practice. Okay, ready, set, go. Write it down. Femke, you can talk about the products or the income opportunity. But generally speaking, to start out with, if I were you, I'd talk about the products because you can share your story about that. I have to go. I have a child who is being very difficult. Okay. Come and watch the rest of the replay later, Sarah, if you can. Okay. Just put your hands up if you've finished that task. Haley, what type of event are you? All right. Okay, awesome. Who enjoyed that?
Me.
Yeah, that was cool.
Who met someone new?
Me.
Me.
Yes.
Great. Who got some ideas about events and stuff and what they're going to do?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Who met someone who lives near them? No one. Okay. I just thought, see how we go with that question. All right, great. We're about to finish now, but what were some of the things that came up? Just get 3 or 4 shout outs.
We're all coffee
Two of us that love
aficionados.
coffee.
All love coffee. Yep. All the Melbourne people. Yep. Wonderful.
I loved Mikey's idea, and it was you and a friend come to my event. Not just you, but you and a friend. You plus
Great.
1.
Yeah, perfect. Excellent. Yep, that's very good. What else? Let's do 2 more.
I got given a great idea of Femke.
Yep.
Her name is not Femke, as us Aussies always keep calling her.
Femke.
But my birthday is coming up in January, so I was thinking of having a naughty and nice. So instead, like sip and sample. But then Femke was suggesting I can also do cocktails and mocktails because we can have, use some of the products to do mocktails as well, which I didn't think of. So shout out to her. And we agreed with Marianne. We're like, hey, but this is something we could do every birthday.
So good.
Yeah.
Great idea to do it on your birthday too, because they can't get out of that one.
True.
You got to come. Awesome. That's good. One more. Cocktails and mocktails. Yeah, you had one? Someone had one? Who had their hand up?
Lloyd, I might share one that I mentioned to a couple in our group was a couple they were going to do like a dog walk and a hike.
Yep.
And I said, that's awesome. And maybe invite, if you've got an Isagenix customer or someone you know with you,
Yes.
so then naturally some conversations can come up and third-party validation while it's happening.
Yes, definitely. 100% that works. That's a really good idea. So, hey, see, it doesn't have to be some weird thing with the telly. Just get around people and get a chance to share your story with them, right? So there you go. Great. Excellent. We got some ideas. Wonderful. Just as well, because we're going to give some homework. So before I do that, this is going to Jules. I promised the 1 hour work week. So check it out. Ready? For those who are I was talking to Dan Goodson about this. For those who are time strapped, and everyone effectively is, this is not for those who are trying to get a 6-figure income. This is for those who are just trying to get some traction on this and do the work necessary to move through it, to get going and earn some extra income and get going. Okay. So check it out. I know it's challenging to get the courage to do the things you need to do on a daily basis. So here's my suggestion. Pull up the BAM tracker and choose one day of the week. One. Okay. Let's say it's Sunday. But here's the rules. If you choose one day a week, you got to do 1 hour a week, the 1 hour work week. These are the rules of the 1 hour work week. On that day, for that hour, you have to add 30 new friends. Not randoms, but people of quality you've looked at. You've got to actually add 30 in one go. Boom. You also have to do at least one really good Facebook post about your journey, before and after story post. Okay. One in the evening, around 8 o'clock is good. Okay. You have to do that at least. And you have to do at least 30 direct referral asks and reach outs. Okay. And then within 10 minutes to go, you've got to follow some people up and you've got to invite some people to an event of some sort. So that will take 1 hour to do. Because if you send out 30 indirect asks on that day and you divide that by 7, it's about 4 a day. So how many of you are sending 4 indirect asks a day right now? Jules, are you sending 4 reach out messages a day right now? Okay. So if you did 30 in one sitting, which take you 10 minutes, you're doing more than what you are now.
Absolutely.
Okay. So is it fair to say that you can achieve more in 1 hour a week than you are right now?
Absolutely.
Okay. Are you open to committing to 1 real hour of work a week?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So for those who are wanting to actually do this, when they feel like they're getting overwhelmed every single day and they don't know what they're doing, they don't know their left shoulder from their right shoulder, they don't know what day of the week it is, do 1 hour a week. But here's the trick. If you miss that hour, pack up your bags, you're gone, dead. You'll never build a business. If you cannot commit 1 hour a week of really significant action and do all those things, then enjoy the products. We'll always be here next year if you want to join in, but it ain't going to happen for you. This does not work unless you do. So I feel like if you did an hour a week for those who are just starting out, it's probably more than what you're doing now. And I'm probably not wrong. For those who are going for 6 figures, retire, get out of my workforce, yada, 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 I would suggest you do it each day, you know. But if you wanted to, you did it like 50, 60 reach outs in a session, you could also probably work 1 hour a week. Keeping in mind, it's cool to post each day if you can. I can. Who could do 1 hour a week? Great. Who could teach someone to do 1 hour a week? Great. Okay, so that's how you actually do a 1 hour work week. But again, those who are wanting to win trips, build a business, I would encourage you to do every single thing in your power every single day to go build this thing. Okay. You couldn't rip the phone out of my hands when I got hold of this thing. I was like, let me at it, right? So that's for the newbies who aren't doing anything right now. That's your commitment. But if you miss it, then you don't miss it. Okay, it's very important. Okay, here's the homework task. Ready? For this week, buy a ticket to the next event. If they're all sold out, commit to coming to Team Eagle Day anyway, and we'll find you a ticket. I promise. Okay. The second thing, if you can't get to an event, plan some sort of event. I want everyone to plan an event. Coffee cat, something, a walk, whatever. And here's it. Here's the next part. Invite 30 people to join you by message, voice message. And then the final part is to watch the Helen Coy video at step 10 of the Eat for Free Club link. eatforfreeclub.info. Go there, scroll down to step 10. It's 5 minutes. Watch Helen Coy do an event and presentation in her house. And if you want to do an event like that, copy her. You get 3 or 4 people in your house, more than likely 100% of them will start. Launch parties have a tendency to be eventually 100% enrollment. They're very high. Like, you will enroll a lot more people and you'll have a lot of leverage. Okay. That's the homework for this week. And, well, the prize for next week for the highest scorer is these special pineapple guava e-shots and a birthday cake shaver flake shake. All right. And just a quick shout out to Katrina Wood. She actually got top 10 in roller for Australia last month. So give her a big round of applause. She's in the top 10 in rollers in Australia. She's obviously won our weekly challenge here, but she also was top 10, which is amazing. Amazing. So, hey, she's just following the training here, right? This is all she does, and she does it well. She does it consistently. So I just want to give her a big shout out and commend her for that. So next week, we continue the training. We've only got how many? Two sessions left, and then we're done. Who's excited for the rest of the 2 sessions? Wonderful. Excellent. We've got a special guest speaker coming in on the final session when we talk about leadership development. But next week, we're going to talk to you about how to get and share with others. And good luck this week with the homework. Set it. And we'll see you guys in the Facebook group and also in the team chat. And we'll see you next week, same time, same place, same link. Don't forget to fill out the link and do your homework. And see you next week, next Monday.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.